So I ran it back out into a guitar amp and then back in, which is why it sounds.
Must be
Duck for cover.
I wasn't supposed to tell you guys this. You're looking for me.
Talk about the founding of Spirit of the Bear.
All right, so for the first probably year that we were a band, it was just the three of us, me and Dan and Jamie. I basically had a math class with Dan in high school, and I had a few songs written, just on my own. I had written 5 songs, and I wanted to do an EP or something, and I just asked Dan if he wanted to come over and help me out with it, and then it turned into us writing songs together, and then it became Spirit of the Bear, short story. We played our first show together in 2014 at a coffee shop, just the two of us, acoustically, and then we brought Jamie in to play drums. And then these two each have their own basically stories of how they were incepted into the band.
So the band was playing, I wasn't in the band at this time, but they were going to play a school dance, Sweethearts.
Okay.
And Danny was unable to attend the performance. So James was going around searching for a guitar player because he was going to go on keys instead and cover for Danny and just have somebody else play guitar. And he was going around, and I've been friends with James since it was sophomore year when we really blossomed together as friendship.
It's a beautiful way. There's a beautiful way to phrase that.
Yeah. Anyways, I was I told him I've played piano for 7-8 years. I know how to play keys. I can just do keys and you can do what you usually do. And he's like, all right, let's do it. And I was like, I practiced with them. I got really good at all the songs and stuff. And then Danny was able to play. And they're like, well, now we got 2 guys. And
So then we just split the parts up.
yeah, definitely. There's enough key stuff to go around for 2 people. So it wasn't
Yeah, that's good.
it wasn't an issue.
The albums are mostly keys. It's just a lot of, because you can do anything with a keyboard. You can do anything.
That's sad.
And how'd you?
They never had a bass player. 2 years later, they hit me up, and here I am.
Literally as simple as that. We're missing something.
We should probably have a bass player.
Yeah, something's missing. What's your most favorite memory of a performance? What stands out to you?
The most recent show that I would say is that was incredible is we played at the Basement in Columbus, and being at that stage.
A dedicated music venue.
Yeah,
That,
it was wow, we're playing at a real incredible music venue.
That was
Columbus,
really-
I had to buy
Ohio.
tickets
Something
to
that
be
that famous people we know played there, 21
Yeah.
I would
Pilots.
say they just booked another show there.
They did.
Yeah.
That 3 tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had
In a place where we don't have a strong as bass there because Youngstown's where we're from. There was still a huge showing.
There was
Yeah, it was an amazing show. And then the next week I go to see somebody play there. And I'm like, I know what it's like on that stage. Oh, this is incredible.
Some of the best memories, though, is when, either weird things happen or terrible things happen to us.
There have been some really terrible things. Jamie broke his wrist.
Yeah.
We played in.
I had to play a show with a brace on my wrist.
We played in.
Real severe sprain.
We played in Fort Wayne, Indiana last summer, and right before that gig, we were at the hotel in the pool, and Jamie dove into the pool, the 5-foot deep pool, and he sprained his wrist right before a show.
And then, shortly after that, actually, a month later, we played somewhere in Alliance, Ohio.
Oh, we got a nosebleed.
And I got a nosebleed in the middle of the set. It was all over my drums. I got it on the microphone. It was so cool.
And then
Then I was like,
yeah.
I remember this one time we played on Floss. It was here. This is years ago. But right at the rap part, we didn't have the rapper, so we were like, all right, we'll do the rap part, whatever. James sets his guitar down and it unplugged something else, and so it ended up being literally nothing but feedback noise and James rapping the drums, nothing else was coming through.
It was pretty.
But we never stopped it, and we didn't fix it, so it was just and James
We got to meet Passion Pit. It was super sweet. Yeah.
felt like a 5-year-old. I was like,
where was that?
In Columbus. It was the 3 of us
it was at the Fashion Meets Music Festival.
in Columbus.
Passion was headlining it.
We got backstage passes. Well, because
We weren't supposed to.
well, I was sitting in with another band who was playing at that festival. And so I just like, and Ethan goes to school in Columbus too. So like I just basically I had like a pass, like an all access pass, because I got to like play with this band that was playing the festival. And so then I called Danny. I was like, Passion Pit's headlining. Passion Pit's like his favorite band ever. So I called him. I was like, Passion Pit's headlining this festival, and like I can get you an all access pass. We have to go. So he took the Greyhound bus
took a Greyhound.
from here to Columbus, and then I picked up Ethan, and then we went, and basically like Passion Pit played, and we just like flashed our all access passes that meant really nothing.
And
They
they're
let
like,
us-
hey, you're VIP, like get back here.
They let us back
Okay,
there.
like sweet.
Passion Pit was just hanging out by their trailer after their set. We just walked up and said, "Hey, you guys are Passion Pit," and they were like, "Yeah, you guys are Spirit of the Bear. I know you."
No, I bummed a cigarette though from the guy that was playing drums with them at the time, or like during that show, and it turns out that was Lord's drummer.
Yeah.
And like I had a nice little conversation with him while I was smoking his cigarette. I was like, oh man, this is the coolest thing I've done ever.
Have there been any other celebrity run-ins, or is that the only?
Oh, wait,
Hey, the Golden Boys.
You know, you ever heard that story? It was like a really big thing, where there was this like homeless man who became like a big radio personality because he has a nice voice, and they just picked him up. We ran into that guy in public when we were in Columbus last summer,
Mongolian Grill.
The Mongolian Grill in Columbus.
and he ran, and so we just like asked him if he would do a promo for our band, and he said sure. So we just recorded him,
We've used that audio at the beginning of some of our shows.
and so then that
Yeah, we
became
did.
we like sampled the recording of him saying like it was like Spirit of the Bear, and we put that in like the intro to our show.
Yeah, no.